Tyler is the Rock of Goober. I mean, I've been wondering this for a few days now. I was watching the Pat McAfee show. And did you know that Pat McAfee has a masshole? That's one of his producers/hosts.
I did not know he has a masshole as a host.
You're about to meet him. He's the best part. So they're talking about the Rock show. You actually told me about this. You sent me a picture of Vince McMahon on Young Rock, and we just trashed it. Looked like Heroes Season 3. It was Writer's Strike Heroes fat guy, the cop guy. He had some powers, I can't remember. You were dead then, Tyler, but Heroes Season 1 and 2 were amazing. Siler, do you know about Siler?
I have no idea who Siler is, man. I never watched any Heroes.
All right, forget Siler. I'm putting too much information in your head at once. We need to stay focused. We're both so high, and we have our puff pluses. We're about to puff and sync together. All right, so keep in mind now, Pat McAfee has a masshole, but they're talking about the Rock show that you told me about. Now, did you watch the Rock show?
It actually did come out, huh? I got to watch the first episode. I don't have Peacock, so I hope it would be on the NBC network on demand.
Well, apparently it sucks, and apparently the Rock's a goober. So let's take a look first at this clip that the Rock put up after Young Rock's debut.
All right, well, the East Coast premiere of Young Rock has come and gone, and I want to say thank you guys so much. I have been thunderstruck and gobsmacked by your reactions. I'm truly blown away. And I recognize that this is once in a lifetime.
All right, so he puts up this douchey video about his show, which I'm hearing might suck. So I don't know. I guess apparently it's getting nothing but great reviews. Now, here's the part where I realize The Rock might be a fucking goober. And all right, Tyler, it's always the masshole who has to say it. Listen to this part.
Be forced to watch more episodes.
Know your role. Shut your mouth.
I'm going to give it a try, but after watching that video, is The Rock a goober?
What?
What?
Is he a clown?
Don't even start. What?
Is he a clown? Is he a goober? I've never heard the word goober, Tyler. I'm from Massachusetts, but I think that's East Coast slang. And I can't believe it took me to move across the country to find it. The Rock's a clown, isn't he, Tyler?
Man, I'm going to have to see that video again and probably watch it with a different look now, thinking that he's a goober. My dad used to use that word all the time.
But that video is why he's a goober, Tyler, because he's such a tool now. He's like running for president in that video. Oh, I'm just so gobsmacked by all the positive. We hate your show. Your show sucks. I haven't seen it. Maybe it's great, Tyler. We're going to watch it and review it. But based on his reaction, it seemed like everyone hated it and he's being fake. Now, he might even be a goober.
I'm going to try, but after watching that video, is The Rock a goober?
What?
What?
Is he
Watch Pat McAfee's reaction. It's so good. We are not going to be that show. We know what he means by this, but let's hear him say it.
clown?
Don't even start. What?
Did you not
Don't even.
Can we get some genuinity?
Where's Mike?
Stop. Smack him in the mouth. This show cannot become that. Okay.
Oh, that. Tyler, why am I always that? Why am I always a podcast? Only Forbes gives us credit when Sammy Guevara wants to rape somebody. And he confesses under my interrogation light. Only Forbes and TMC wanted to say Kevin Scampoli's awesome, TWFS, all the stuff that people needed to hear. They even said Raw's fourth hour. Then a podcast when Brian Alvarez brings it up. That when McAfee gets some asshole in his room. And even Jim Cornette brought us up again this week, talking about Sammy. He goes, bring it up, Sammy. He goes, and then when he said that stuff on the podcast, and then he corrected himself, a podcast. We know why you said the podcast. It's the one he listens to. But a podcast, he corrected himself to what the industry standard is for what we are. That, a podcast. Tyler, we'll never be a part of it. We have our own cult. We don't need to be a part of everyone else's.
Yeah, we're definitely not that, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know why Pat McAfee is sounding like he's so scared of WWE, scared to trash The Rock.
Yeah, well, we know why, because he needs his big Adam Cole WrestleMania moment. He got to punt him already, but that was on like something no one watches. What was that, a takeover or something? That was at In Your House. And now he wants to have a WrestleMania moment, not an In Your House moment.
Then be forced to watch more episodes.
Know your role. Shut your mouth.
I'm going to give it a try, but after watching that video, is The Rock a goober?
What?
What?
Is he a clown?
Don't even start. What?
Did you not even. Can we get some genuinity?
Where's Mike?
Stop. Smack him in the mouth. This show cannot become that. Okay, that's not what this show. What you just said.
Have some
Triple H told Pat McAfee what that is, didn't he?
He did tell him what that is, and he has so much fucking like a serious look on his face. We're not gonna be that, and he's like hella pausing his fucking hand out there, like.
It kind of let me down because it was like the funniest thing I've heard on Pat McAfee in a year. Like when he said, "Is the Rock a goober?" I started laughing so hard. Is he a clown? Then I start laughing harder. Coffee is coming out of my nose, and then Pat McAfee's like, "Hold on, we're all having real fun. Let's stop." I didn't. So that was kind of a letdown moment for me.
Video, is The Rock a goober?
What?
What?
Is he a clown?
Don't even start.
What?
Did you not
Can we get
I feel like we've all been wondering that for a few years. That's why I love it so much. Even when The Rock was on UFC with the BMF title, it's like, is this guy a fucking goober? Is this guy a clown right now? Like, because he'd go on Ariel Helwani, and I'm such an MMA fan. I'm a student of the game. Is this guy a goober right now? This guy's might have been a goober the whole time. Like, I think the first impression, we were right when we started to come out with those curry braids. He looked terrible in his debut, and we should have just remembered that.
Yeah, those curly braids were a sign of it all, that we knew that years down the line that The Rock was going to be a total goober, man. Me seeing The Rock as a goober right now is thinking about that Hall of Fame speech he did for Shamrock on Impact with his tequila.
What you just said.
Have some
that?
respect, dude.
I hadn't seen that
You just
video.
made
I
that
haven't
one
seen
sentence
it.
up. What are you saying? You're
But
saying-
from seeing that video.
Oh, you're saying like, oh, this guy
I mean-
self-serve. You just said this.
No, he said he's a goober. We heard him. Why does Pat McAfee have to now add a euphemism so he can keep a gig?
That's what it's seeming like, man, and I don't know why he's acting like Goober is like we're fucking calling him the worst insult of all time. Goober's light.
He's a clown. That's all he is. He's a clown and a goober, and he's going to be president. You can't be president without being a goober. Only Trump pulled that off. Only he was the cool president. Wait till Vince sees this, Tyler. They're going to take Pat McAfee's YouTube channel. If he wants to keep that big contract he has with NXT, he's going to need to stop this show with over 1 million subs.